What's up, guys? Keyshawn Uchiha here, back at you with another new What If. Now, I have an announcement to make, and this is also an announcement of what's been going on with my life, and also this is like a new What If that I wanted to do. So what have been going on with my life, and why have I not been doing video uploads, and why have it took 3 years for me to do another video? Well, a lot of stuff has happened that I won't go into much of details because, not every YouTuber's life is important, especially not mine. But I had to deal with a lot of stuff in my life, and let's just say had to move around and stuff. And it's been a little bit hard for me to really do what ifs and stuff. It's not that I lost my motivation of doing what ifs, it's just that a lot of stuff has been happening in my life, and I just can't be doing videos like that how I used to want to do. But enough about that. I here to give y'all apologies for me not doing a lot of videos for y'all guys. And it's also apology for myself because when I made this, channel, it was to make what if videos and do videos of not caring of what the YouTube algorithm does and stuff. I was, a revolutionary person, and I still am, but now times are a little bit hard. But I'm gonna try my best to try to do videos and stuff, and try to post them out, try to make longer videos and stuff, and try to really do that if I have the chance. But this is gonna be a new what if. This is gonna be what if Naruto was pretty much a Warframe from pretty much Warframe. Now, how would this work? How would Naruto become a Warframe? And what the hell is going on with this what if? Well, I pretty much did this previous before, but I didn't do it right. But this time, I'm going to do this right. So, how we're going to start this off? Well, first, we're going to start off with the Warframes. How would this Warframe, how would the Tennos, how would the story mix in with Naruto? Well, we're going to have to start with a couple of years back with the Sage of Six Pack. I'd say 1,000 years back. Yeah, a Sage of Six Pack. And we're going to start with the Warframes, all right? Now, we're just going to start with pretty much with the Lotus, right? Now, this is where the Lotus pretty much is, doing her thing, telling the Tennos, sending them out on their missions and stuff, making sure they're doing right and stuff. This is where we're going to say Captain Forg. If you know Captain Forg, then, pretty much this man has a plan to pretty much open up another dimension to try to get more recruits or get some soldiers, right? From another universe, you could say. Now, this is where the Tennos find out his plan. Lotus send them out. And this is where, they go and try to stop Captain Ford. Now, as they're doing it, this is pretty much where they stop Captain Ford. But this is where Captain Ford kind of does oh shit, and press something that he should not press. Now, this is where he pressed the thing. And pretty much the Warframes that was there, some of the Warframes get sucked in the portal. But not into, getting transformed in the universe. More like half of them get sucked in. Imagine, half of your body getting sucked into the portal, but it cuts off automatically, right? Now, this is where some of the Warframes get sucked into the portal, and some of them, survive, and they pretty much get sent off. They pretty much get sent off into the Naruto universe. Now, this is where we're gonna say we have some very intelligent scientists in Naruto universe. Just keep in mind with those intelligent scientists. Now, this is where the Warframes, half of the Warframes and armor, the Warframes that was stopping Captain Forg, get sent off over there. Now, this is where the Warframes pretty much crash in and stuff, and they're pretty much shut down. They're not activated no more. Now, this is where I say we're going to be with the first Hokage and the second Hokage, right? And Madara. Now, we're going to have Madara good in this, and not, get, manipulated and read the statue and realize that, this is that, right? He's not going to ever find that. This is where Madara, Harashima, I can't say his name right, but I'm just going to say the first Hokage and, the Tomiura. So they pretty much find the Warframe parts and the Warframes, and they pretty much don't know what the hell it is. So this is where, Madara says, how about, we have our best scientists study it, and see what they can do with it. This is where Tomura looks at Madara and says, huh, have our best scientists. I don't know about this. I don't even think that idea is a good idea. Which, this is where the first Hokage basically says, no, no, no. Let Madara cook. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see how we can do what we can work with this. And this is where the Naruto universe will be very different in a way. Now, this is where the top scientists will be studying it. And we're going to have, Orochi. This is where, the first Hokage dies, due to battlefields and stuff. Tomura becomes the second Hokage. But this is where he dies to, battlefields and stuff. And then we got Madara. He's going to be the third Hokage. And I know what you're saying. Madara is the third Hokage? Yes. Because like I said, he's not corrupted. He's not, betraying his friends or none of that to try to make the perfect Tsukiyomi. No, he, like I said, he doesn't find the statue. The statue never been found by anyone yet. Now, this is where, Madara becomes third Hokage. And, this is where, he still progresses the research, and figure out what's the Warframe, right? Now, this is where this is where we're going to have Orochimaru. And this time, he's not going to be a snake weirdo freak, all right? Well, he's still going to be the snake sage, but he's not going to be this weird-ass freak who portray the, 69 god freaky-ass freak. He's not going to be that, all right? He's just going to be in the Leaf Village still as a good person. He's going to be a little weird, but not like, oh, I got to have the Uchiha body and stuff. Like, no. He has other plans in mind, you could say. Now, this is where Orochimaru will be there, and this is where Madara will be like, hey, hey, I need you to help out with this secret project that no one knows about it yet. Not even the other villagers know about this. Can you figure out how to do this? Which Orochimaru will be like, okay. And this is where they will be working on the suit, studying it and stuff. And this is where Orochimaru realized that this is not a suit from the universe. I know, sounds pretty cliche, but work with me here. This is where he pretty much finds out this is not in the universe. This is where he will kind of make the technology and kind of make a frequency to try to track it where it's from, right? And this is where Lotus will get this frequency trap. Well, yeah, this is where not the Lotus, but basically the Oricon. Because I'm going to say, as Orochimaru trying to find the location of it, this is where the Oricon will get it. And I'm going to say, since the frequency doesn't really will really, track from a specific timeline, it will go and be, intercepted by the Oricon from, the past before they fell into ruin. And this is where the Oricon will look and be like, hey, we got a frequency of someone trying to track us, track a Warframe, where it's traced from. This is where the other Oricon will be like, okay, then how about we track them and see what they want? Now, this is where, the Oricon would just be watching, letting them try. This is where Orochimaru will just pretty much do his thing and stuff. And this is where he, will find where they're from. Now, this is where he realizes it's from a different universe and a faraway galaxy. He will be like, huh. And he will alert Madara about this. Now, this is where Madara is about to, retire soon and, about to give up the next Hokage station to someone else. But for that, he gets called in by Orochimaru, and he be informed that pretty much this armor or this Warframe is from a different universe, a different time, you could say, with high advanced technology and stuff. Now, this is where Madara will be intrigued, and they will be slowly studying it and stuff. Now, this is where the Oricon would be like, all right, we found a tracking. Should we open a portal on them? And this is where the other Oricon, she'll be like, yeah, let's do it. Fuck it. And this is where they open up a portal. Now, as they open up the portal, this is where Madara will immediately have his Mangekyo Sharingan activated. Yes, he has his Mangekyo Sharingan. Now, this is where he will be ready to fight and stuff, and the Oricon will come out. Now, this is where the Oricon will pretty much look around and be like, huh, so this is the frequency came from. And they would just pretty much be looking at all the stuff, touching things, saying, this is quite old technology. What is this? And pretty much Madara is asking, basically, staring them down and saying, who are y'all? And all that. And this is where the Oricon will look at them and look at Madara's eyes and be like, "What fascinating eyes you got there? What are those? Can you tell me?" And Madara will be like, "I was asking question first." Now this is where the Oricon will be like, "Well, I guess we can tell you." Now this is where one of the Oricons would pretty much say they're the Oricon. They're the ones that created the Warframes and stuff and all that, which we know who created Warframes, but pretty much this is where the Oricons say they created Warframes and stuff, and they have one of the older models of it, which you know they explain what they are and all that stuff. Now this is where Madara would be like, huh, okay, and then this is where the Oricon be like, now we want to know who y'all guys are, and how did y'all get our Warframes? Now this is where Madara will pretty much reluctantly tell them how they found the Warframes. It just crashed out of nowhere, and they was just unoperational and stuff. Now this is where the Oricon would be like, okay, and they pretty much come close to the Madara and just be like, now what is those eyes you got there? And pretty much Madara will explain that this is a Sharingan. It can turn into a Mokekyo Sharingan, and I haven't really seen how far they can go yet. Which the Oricon would pretty much think it'd be like, okay. Now this is where the Oricon would be like, well, we have a deal for you. You give us some of your best ninjas that has unique abilities, and genjutsu, which I was saying, that has these unique genjutsu and stuff, and we will make y'all Leaf Village a little bit stronger, you could say. Strong enough that no village can never mess with y'all ever again. Can't even put a dent to y'all. And y'all be known as the most powerful Leaf Village around. Which Madara is thinking, and be like, okay, sounds like a deal. Now this is where Naruto Universe will change a little bit. Not too big, but it will change a little bit. Now this is where, before Madara stepped down, he makes a deal with the Oricon. And when Madara steps down, he pretty much gives it to Hiruzen. Now Hiruzen, I would say give it to Hiruzen, because Hiruzen will be next, and then Minato. Now he will give the title to Hiruzen next, right? Now Hiruzen will become the next Hokage, and pretty much Hiruzen already been informed by Madara. Now Hiruzen is pretty much working with the Oricon. Now the Oricon pretty much, Hiruzen pretty much, don't really trust the Oricon, but he's pretty much tired of the Leaf Village constantly getting attacked by other villages and shit. And I'm gonna say they still, the Leaf Village still have all the Chinchurikis, because Madara never had a fight with the first Hokage to make him do that. So they're still at war, you could say. Now this is where the Oricon will also make a deal, and Orochimaru will also be a part of this. Now this is where Orochimaru will be a part, learning from the Oricon. The Oricon will only teach him what they want to teach him, but this is where the Oricon will give him some of the technology to make Warframes on their own, but not like a lot of Warframes so they can like attack the Oricon, but like Warframes, you could say, Pacific Warframes. Now they're gonna kind of be like, if y'all ever saw the trailer Warframe 1999, it's gonna be like that. They're gonna be like half Warframes, half humans, kind of say. Now this is where it will be a secret project, and this is where they will start working on their production of these unique Warframes. They will be called Ninja Frames, you could say. Now this is where only a specific group of people will become ninjas, but they will have to find them later on. So we're gonna do a little couple year skip, and this is where we're gonna have Minato. Now this is where before Minato becomes the new, I say, fifth Hokage. Now this is where Minato will be selected to be one of the next, be selected to become one of the next ninja frames. Now this is where Minato will accept, and he will become pretty much half of the half ninja, half Warframe, you could say, ninja frame. So pretty much Minato feats will be even more stronger, and he will have even more chakra reserves. And I'm gonna say Minato had already knocked up Kushina, so you don't have to worry about him not just becoming the staff Warframe. Like, how will he produce with Kushina? He already did. All right, so this is where Minato would become the fifth strongest Hokage. I believe so, because his capabilities will be unnatural. He will have extra shields. Um, yeah, if you know Warframe, they had extra shields. They have capabilities of withstanding big blast attacks and stuff. They can do, uncapable abilities. If you know Warframe, you know Warframe. But pretty much Minato will be like that. This is where Minato will, do a lot more missions, and he'll be the best fifth Hokage known to man. Because he's much more faster, he's much more dangerous, and it seems like his chakra reserves are just ungodly, like, you could say. And we're gonna pretty much do a couple of years time skip, and this is where we're gonna head to the Nine Tails attack now. Now, this is where the Nine Tails attack happens, and yes, Obito will still get tricked, but it will be tricked by the White Zetsu. Because I'm gonna say the White Zetsu saves Obito instead of Madara, because Madara already gone and passed. But the White Zetsu, needs to find another one. So this is where Obito will get crushed by the wilderness stuff. And he will get saved by the White Zetsu. The White Zetsu will pretty much explain it, says, read this. This is where Obito will read it and be like, what's this all mean? And this is what Zetsu will pretty much explain, says, we can bring back Renfrew. I mean, we can help you, go meet up with your friends and stuff, right? And, everything will happen the same. Kakashi will have to kill Ren because of this. Because of this. Well, no, not really. Actually, yes. Because I'm gonna say someone in the Leaf Village betrayed the Leaf Village because they had their own Jenna, but pretty much Rin pretty much get tricked, becomes thing, and get killed, and then all that. So Obito will be pretty much Obito, but like he would just be the masked man. He won't be influenced by Madara. He would just be the masked man by the White Zetsu. Pretty much, to bring Kaguya, to have the story, continue how it is. Now, this is where, Nine Tails attack will happen. Kuchina will, pretty much everything will happen as the same. The only difference is Obito wouldn't actually die. He will use the Reaper Death Seal, but instead of killing him, it would just put him out in a coma for years to come. So pretty much Minato would just be down on the ground. He pretty much hold Naruto. Hiruzen will come in and be like, oh my god, what happened? This is where, Kushina. This is where Kushina will pretty much be, there too. And they won't get stabbed by the Nine Tails because Obito doesn't have a strong ass Sharingan. I mean, a strong ass Mangekyo Sharingan or Sharingan to even put the Nine Tails under Genjutsu. It would just be rampaging. It would just be rampaging by something else, you could say. Well, I say yeah. He'll be caught under the Genjutsu, but not like a powerful Genjutsu. So he will like before he pierce Kushina, he'll gain back his senses and pretty much be sealed in with Naruto. Half of it will be into Minato. Half of it will be actually, yeah, half of it will be in Minato. Half of it will be into Naruto. Now this is where Kushina will be dying and stuff, and and Hiruzen comes in. Kushina pretty much says, it's up to you now. Minato will also say that too. Minato will say, I won't die, but I'll be out for a very long time. A very long time. Which this is where Kushina will die and Minato will just close his eyes slowly and then, be out. So Minato will not be in the story. He will not be interfering with anything because that Reaper Death Seal didn't kill him, but put him out. So this is where Minato body will be, kept with reserve, being put in a tube, this reserve with which Orochimaru will be there, watching over Minato, making sure, checking any signs when he wakes up. Kushina will be buried and stuff, and everybody will be sad about the fourth, the fourth Hokage. Well, the fifth Hokage, Minato. Everybody thinks Minato is dead and stuff, but really he's not. Now this is where Hiruzen would take over again, and Naruto. Now this is where Danzo will be the same shitty ass person, and say Naruto is a beast and all that stuff. But this is where things will be different now. Now we're going to, continue and have like a 5-year-old Naruto. Now this is where a 5-year-old Naruto will pretty much, be, hated upon the village, but not as much because like I said, the Uchihas are cool with the fifth Hokage because, like I said, Minato negotiated with them. So anything, so Danzo can't really interfere or have the Uchiha be put in the camp. No, they're in the Leaf Village because Minato made sure that because since Minato was the strongest and wherever he says goes, he pretty much says the Uchihas are here in the Leaf. They're not going to be put in no compound. They're not going to be this. They're not going to be treated like this. They're going to be treated like anyone else in this Leaf Village as a whole. So, the Uchihas, they know. I say Fukaku knows Naruto. So anyone who try to attack Naruto like that, they can't because the police Uchiha will be on their ass. So pretty much, yeah. Pretty much, Naruto will have a decent, good life, but not as a bad, but not as great, but a decent, good life. This is where, villagers will give him the glare, but they can't really do nothing to him because the Uchiha police will be on their ass. So Naruto will be, doing regular and stuff, and doing fine and all that. And this is where the story would. We're gonna kind of do a little time skip, and we're gonna have Naruto be, I say, 10 years old now. Yeah, 10 years old now, and he's pretty much in the thing. He's pretty much in his Chunin exam thing. Well, not Chunin exams. I'm sorry. He's basically in the Ninja Academy now. This is where we're gonna switch to Orochimaru. Now, this is where Orochimaru will pretty much be working on the Ninja Frame suits. Well, pretty much having people a part of the Ninja Frame. Now, we have new people who's a Ninja Frame now. It is Itachi Uchiha. Kakashi Hatake as a Ninja Frame. And who else? Itachi. Oh, and Shisui. Shisui will also be a part of the Ninja Frame program. They're pretty much the soldiers that is the Ninja Frames. Now, if you think about Warframe and stuff, like I said, and you add the Ninja Frame with them, Itachi will be stupidly broken, including Shisui and Itachi as well. But these are the Ninja Frames. Now, this is where we're gonna switch to Orochimaru. Now, Orochimaru pretty much has made a new prototype. It's prototype 2 of a Ninja Frame. This is where it will be like this unique silver thing. Think of like those super rare samples on Helldivers, which foreshadowing of what if Deku or Naruto was a Helldiver, or was something like that. But let's continue. Pretty much, it will be like this unique liquid thing that pretty much will cover up the user and pretty much fuse with their DNA and become the new prototype thing. And this is where Orochimaru will be talking with Hiruzen and telling him this is the prototype 2 and what it can do and stuff, and it pretty much will be like the next step to Warframe Ninja Frame Revolution, which Hiruzen will be like, okay, this is not bad, what's the drawbacks? Which Orochimaru says, well, there's no drawbacks. The only thing is you can't take the suit off. Well, you can't really take the suit off. I mean, you can move it around, you can have it up the upper body or have it as arms, but you can't remove it. Other than that, it'll be pretty much permanently with you. Which Hiruzen be like, okay, not bad. And this is where, Danzo will pretty much have one of his Anbu be sneaking in the laboratory. Will pretty much be one of the double-crossing agents for Danzo and pretty much alert Danzo about this. Now, this is where Danzo will hear about it and be like, alright. I have a plan. And this is where things are going to change. Now, this is where Naruto's walking home and, he's pretty much, thinking about what he should do before. Should he go to Ichiran Ramen or should he go home? And this is where he would get abducted by, one of the Anbu ninjas. Now, this is where Hiruzen will be informed that Naruto is missing by Itachi. And this is where Hiruzen says, "Go after Naruto and search for his ass. Make sure he's all right." Now this is where Itachi and Shisui would work together and try to find where Naruto and stuff. And this is where Naruto will be in a secret laboratory area where Danzo pretty much funded. And this is where the little alloy thing will pretty much be like introduced to Naruto, and it will hop on Naruto. Now this is where it will be merging with him and stuff and all that, and it will be merging with also Kurama as well. We're just gonna say it's possible, and it will hurt for Naruto at first. Naruto will be a little bit screaming and stuff, and Naruto will be smiling and be like, "Yes, this will make us much powerful, much stronger for the Leaf." And this is where Shishi Itachi will come in and be like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And this is where Danzo will already be gone, and the Ambu ninja who was there will try to fight them, but they easily get fucked up and killed off. So this is where pretty much Naruto will get rescued, and this is where Naruto will be much different now. I'll say Naruto will pretty much look like that character from Dark Sector. If you know that guy from Dark Sector, if you ever played that game and know the story, yeah, pretty much that. Or the Excalibur Pluto armor, it's pretty much like that. Now, this is where Naruto will have like the metal arm and stuff, and everything else is regular about, the suit haven't fully, migrate yet because his body haven't matured yet, but when it does, he's gonna look cool. But pretty much this is where Naruto's crying and stuff. And Itachi and Shisui both, put their hand on his shoulder and says, "It's okay, we're gonna help you," And this is where Hiruzen be informed about this, and Hiruzen be like, "Damn, he's supposed to have a life, This wasn't his choice to be, have this thing on, but all we can do is just watch over him, make sure he's alright." Now we're gonna do a little bit. Now we're gonna skip for like about a week now. Now this is where we go back to the Ninja Academy, and this is where Naruto will feel much more different. Now this is where he will have a voice in his head, kind of like an AI voice. And it's not like it's like a high intelligent thing, and it will pretty much speak to him and be like, "Naruto Uzumaki, father of the fifth Hokage, father of the fifth Hokage, Minato Uzumaki, mother of," it'd be like, "The mother is Kushina," and it basically says all his information, which Naruto would be like, "Who's talking?" This is as he's listening, like, this is where the AI thing pretty much says, "I am your guardian angel, your AI," where it said, "to help you become the best of the best." Pretty much by the way. Now this is where it will explain to him that, he is a prototype 2. He is like the strongest than the prototype 1, which he will explain of what is a prototype and stuff. And pretty much he's the second prototype, the best of the best. Now this is where she explained that he has many capabilities. He has extra energy shield thing, so if anything hits him or try to cut him, it won't. The shield will go down first and recharge. And Naruto will ask, "What about if it goes away?" Which she'll explain that it will just recharge back. He also has super strength and stuff, and she just explains the whole shemang. And he has infinite chakra reserves. I know, infinite chakra reserve? No, he's too broken. No, alright? He's not too broken, alright? Because he could be even more broken, but it's just he's a little OP, okay? But pretty much, she'll explain what he got. Now, Naruto will be like, amazed and be like, "My father was the fifth Hokage?" And, he will run straight to Hiruzen and, pretty much talk to Hiruzen, tell him that he knows his father and stuff. And Hiruzen would be like, "Alright, but you gotta keep it as a secret." And he will tell him more later. But right now, he has to get older and stuff and become a ninja. And then he would tell him. And know he would be capable enough when he's about to tell him. Now, pretty much, we're going to go back to the academy. And this is where, everything goes the same and stuff. Naruto does pass. Well, the test does get tricked. And I'm going to say he passed the Shadow Clone test, but he failed the Rin test because he'd been given a much harder test. Because of Usuki, if I'm correct? Miski? I can't say his name right, but you know who is. Pretty much, yeah. Now, as Naruto's going home, this is where Mitsuki will come up to him and says, "Hey, how about I got like there's a secret test to become a ninja," which Naruto will be listening. And this is where, he explained to him and says, "Hey, if you go get the ninja scroll, get the sealing scroll and, sneak and steal it from the Hokage, you pass. And you can get a ninja headband," which Naruto would be listening, and the AI in his head would be like, "It's a trap. Don't listen to him." Which Naruto would know, which Naruto would believe in the Guardian, his AI Guardian, and pretty much, will still accept because he's going to be the one who's going to stop him. Now, later that night, he goes steal the scroll and stuff, and he pretty much, go and, sneak around and, steals it, and then goes to the forest, go to the forest. Now, as he goes to the forest, sorry about that, yawning a little bit, terrible. But once he goes to the forest, he pretty much is waiting for a Miski, and he pretty much opens up the scroll ceiling and starts learning from it. Now, this is where the AI in his head, well, part of his suit, will pretty much analyze all the jutsus and stuff, and pretty much says everything is analyzed. You can close it and bring it back to the Hokage office or do what you want with it. Which Naruto will be waiting, and this is where he will feel a presence come. This is where he will pretty much jump and do a backflip and dodge the giant shuriken from hitting him. And he will pretty much land down and pretty much says, "I should have known you was a traitor." Which, this is where Misi will be a traitor from another village. Not for Orochimaru, but he'll be a traitor for another village. Because, like I said, Orochimaru is in the Leaf Village. He's not a weirdo. So, pretty much this is where... he is a weirdo, but he's not as a big weirdo that wants a Uchiha body or anything. No, he clones bodies and pretty much hop into that body. Pretty much in a way. So yeah. Which Hiruzen would be disappointed in him. But he wouldn't be as a, at least he's not stealing other people's bodies and shit. And yes, Orochimaru will still make the curse mark and stuff, but he will only give it to certain people who actually can handle that shit. And who actually wants it. Not oh, you get a curse mark, you get a curse mark. Oh, you don't want a curse mark? It's fine, you're still getting a curse mark. So, yeah. But it's a different leaf. I'm going to say the same village. Because like I said, all the Shinchuriki is still in the village. And only certain people has it. If you get what I'm saying. So, pretty much, Mitsuki will pretty much says, the hidden cloud has promised me some secret jutsus and a powerful weapon if I can take this scroll from y'all. Which, keep in mind, I'm going to say over the years, every village the war has stopped, but every village is still after the Leaf Village because they're the most roundhouse powerhouse. They have the Chinchurikis. They have all the Chinchurikis. They have prototype ninja frames. And they have Uchiha's Hyuga and all that. Keep in mind, there's no other Hyugas and Uchihas in other villages. It's only all in the Leaf. So, yes, the war is over, but ninjas are still trying to go over there and get shit from them and steal shit from them and all that. Which they haven't been having luck over the years. Let's say that. So that's a big picture in your head. Picture that. But pretty much, yeah. This is where, he would say that. And Naruto would be like, I knew we had, Hiruzen did tell me we did have spies here. And I had to be careful. But I didn't know you was one of them. Well, I'm gonna have to stop you. Which, this is where, basically, would be like, go ahead, try. Which he would pretty much spirit the beans and say he's the Nine-Tails Shinchuriki and he has the Nine-Tails in him. Which Naruto will already know because the AI will already explain that he has the Nine-Tails in him and all that. Now, this is where Naruto will pretty much say, what can I use? Which the AI will explain to him, which he's talking in his head with it and saying, what can he use? Which she explains says that he can use all the jutsus in that scroll, including his father technique, the Flying Raijin, which he will explain step by step how to use it. Now, this is where Naruto will be like, I think I have a good plan. And he will pretty much do the hand seals and do the multi-shell clone jutsu and have all the multi-shell clones around Mitsuki, you could say. Now this is where he pretty much will punch him in the stomach. Well, push him. It will send him flying and put the flying Raijin mark still on him and send him flying. Now this is where all the clones will pretty much get a kunai. Will get a kunai and pretty much start blitzing him. And you could think about, imagine like Minato, but like 100 times with all clones teleporting everywhere and just smacking the shit out of him. That's what happened to Mitsuki. As all the clones are teleporting, and as he thinks he's about to get away, each clone is teleporting to them, punching him, kicking him, like kneeing him, headbutting him. It's just brutal. It's just brutal. And keep in mind, Naruto's not losing chakra at all. And as he's doing it, Mitsuki pretty much looks like, think of like a scene of a guy having a bunch of titty knots on his face and all that. Yeah, that's pretty much Mitsuki, and he's pretty much pummeled to a pulp. Now this is where Naruto will come back with the seal, and Hiruzen be like, "Oh, Naruto, you're back." Now this is where Naruto throw Mitsuki on the ground and pretty much hand Hiruzen the seal and says, "Sorry for stealing the seal, Hiruzen, but there was a traitor, and I just wanted to expose the traitor for who he is." Which Hiruzen will thank Naruto, and Naruto will be leaving before Hiruzen stops him and says, "Here, Naruto, catch." Which Naruto will get the headband, and Naruto will be smiling at Hiruzen and says, "Thanks, Hiruzen." Which Hiruzen says, "No problem, my boy." And pretty much Naruto will go home and be excited. Pretty much excited that he's finally a ninja now. Now, we're going to start with the next day. This is where the next day Naruto will pretty much come into the academy, and they will be doing the teams. Now all the teams will be the same except for Naruto's team, because I don't want Sakura's on the team. I want to switch it up because Sakura is just not right now. Sakura not right now. But I do know who I want to put on the team. It will be Sasuke Uchiha, Naruto Uzumaki, and Karin? Yes, Karin. The girl with the red hair, glasses? Yeah, her. She would be on Team 7. Now, this is where, since Naruto's not an emo and stuff, this is where Sasuke will pretty much come up to Naruto and sit next to him, and they will pretty much have a conversation. Now, this is where Naruto will talk to Sasuke, and they will, be having a good conversation and stuff. And they're not as, enemies or anything. They are rivals, but they're not like, as like, "Oh, I don't like you." No, they're cool with each other. And this is where Karin she'll pretty much come in and be like, "Can I sit with y'all guys and talk?" And which, Naruto will be like, "Of course, come sit with us and stuff." And this is where they all sit down and have a conversation and stuff. Having a good time, getting to know each other a little bit more and all that. And, Sasuke would, have a conversation. Now, this is where sorry. Kakashi comes in, and he'll pretty much look at the team, and he'll be like, what an interesting team. And Naruto would not be doing pranks because Naruto's a little bit different. He has a smart AI in his head, so he's not really lonely all the time. So yeah. And plus, I would say now he talks to Kurama because one time he slept and he ended up in his conscience and met Kurama, so he also has him as well. So, he won't be doing as pranks. And like I said, Naruto do have friends. Not as a lot, but he do has friends like Sasuke and so much. So, pretty much, Kakashi will come in and he will look at the team and be like, "Oh, okay. This team looks nice. Interesting team." And he'd be like, "All right, let's meet up in the rooftop." This is where Kakashi would just appear, and Naruto also do the same thing, and pretty much disappear up there as well. And Karin and Sasuke will, go up there as well. Now, this is where Kakashi will pretty much, does his thing, and he'd be like, "All right, who will go first?" Now, this is where Sasuke will go first, and he'd be like, "Hello, my name is Sasuke Uchiha. My likes is, fighting, training, learning new things, and, making friends. My dislikes, oh wait, yeah." And he will also say, and he will and he also like to train with his brother, and once and all that. And he said his dislikes is like people bullying other people, and all that stuff. And he said his goal is to become the strongest ninja in the leaf, and to be strong as his brother. Now, Karen will her thing will be like different. She will want to be a good medical ninjutsu, and and want to be with a certain someone, which she'll be blushing, and I'll say this is where she'll be looking down and blushing, so you don't know who she's really talking about. But she does say she wants to be strong and stuff, and she really doesn't have a lot of dislikes. Now, Naruto, his will be different because he knows his father, so he pretty much says that his likes would pretty much be almost the same, fighting, training, and all that. But but his dislikes is people who act like they're almighty and stuff and all that, and the usual. And his goal is to become the next Hokage, just like his father, Minato Uzumaki. Which Kakashi will raise his eyebrows, says, "Huh? So he knows his father." Okay. And this is where he basically says tomorrow's gonna be bell test. They'll eat, or you're gonna puke. Which they all go in their separate ways. Well, before they go in separate ways, Naruto asks Sasuke and Karin, do they want to go and eat some Ichiran ramen together? Which they don't disagree, and they go, and they eat and have a good time. Now we're gonna reach to tomorrow, the bell test. Now this is where pretty much Naruto is there, and all of them is there, and they're pretty much waiting. But this is where the AI will pretty much let Naruto know that Kakashi is up on the tree, just waiting, just like being there. Which Naruto will pretty much have a kunai and throw it at Kakashi, which Kakashi just barely dodges and falls straight down, but lands and says, "Huh, you knew I was there?" Which Naruto says, "Yeah." Which Kakashi says, "Huh, okay." Then let's get started. This is where pretty much Kakashi explains about the bell test, which the AI will pretty much explain to Naruto that it's a bell test that pretty much rely on teamwork. So y'all have to use teamwork, or otherwise y'all going to be sent back to the academy. Which Naruto will keep quiet about this and not let his team know. And Kakashi will already be done explaining, and he pretty much says go, and everybody will separate. This is where Naruto will find Sasuke and explain that this bell test is all about teamwork. He's not gonna expel any of us as long as we use teamwork, which Sasuke nods and agree, and will find Curry. Now they will pretty much form a plan of what to do, and they will pretty much be ready. Now as they're ready, they pretty much will have pretty much Kakashi would just be taking out his book, reading and stuff, and just be take his time and stuff. Now this is where Naruto will form two shadow clones and send them out, charging at Kakashi. Now the two clones will be that of him and Sasuke, and Kakashi would think, oh, those are the real people, but no, those are clones. So this is where Naruto will be charged. Naruto and Sasuke, clone versions, will be charging at Kakashi and be doing their attacks and stuff. This is where Sasuke will be acting like he's trying to grab the bells, and Naruto too. And this is where Kakashi will grab both of their hands and just make them slam into each other. Be like, come on, y'all gotta do better than that. And this is where Naruto would do the technique of the underground grab, and grab Kakashi and bring him underground. Now, of course, this wasn't hurt Kakashi because, like I said, he's the first prototype of the ninja frame, so it won't really hurt him, but he'll be trapped under it for a hot good minute. This is where Naruto will. This is where Kakashi will quickly get himself out of the ground and lift up, and pretty much will shoot a fireball at pretty much Naruto at the bottom of the ground. This is where that would be another clone of Naruto, and that one would disperse. Would Kakashi be like, another clone? Then where they at then? This is where Sasuke will activate his Sharingan, and he will only have the two Tomoe Sharingan, because I'm gonna say, well, no, the three Tomoe Sharingan, because I'm gonna say since Itachi was there and was training training Sasuke a little bit more, he will have the three Tomoe Sharingan, and this is where Sasuke would throw kunais up in the sky, which Kakashi would get hit by some of them, but it wouldn't like damage him because, like I said, he has shields. So the shields will pretty much get damaged, and it will put him in 50% shields. Now this is where Kakashi will think, Naruto's not gonna like. That's all it. This is where Naruto will appear out of nowhere, and he will have a Rasengan and hit it right at Kakashi's back because he has the flying Raijin mark on him when he grabbed him on the ground and slam Kakashi straight to the ground. This will completely destroy Kakashi's shield, and he has to wait for a minute for his shield to come back. As he's getting up, this is where Naruto will grab onto Sasuke, and they both will appear right in front of Ikashi and hit him with a mad nasty combo. The 1, 2, 3 jump on Jujutsu Kaisen combo, if you get what I'm talking about. And Kakashi will be getting hit left, right, taking damage and stuff. But it wouldn't be doing much hurt to him, but he will be taking damage. Significant damage to him. Now, this is where they will both do a kick, and they will use their own technique, which Naruto will use wind style, wind bullet jutsu, and Sasuke will use fire style, fireball jutsu, and shoots a fireball, and Naruto will merge in with that wind, with the fireball, with the wind bullets, and it will make the fireball much more bigger and much deadly. This is where Kakashi will have to dodge, and as he dodge out the way, this is where he forgets about one person, and it's Karen, and she will immediately grab the bells and jump away from Kakashi. Now, this is where she will back up, and she will give one belt to Naruto and one belt to Sasuke, and she'd be ready to go, which Kakashi would pretty much smile and be like, "Yeah, I passed," which Karin would be shocked because Naruto didn't tell Karin, because if he did, the plan would go well. So, and he knows her personality and stuff because the AI told him. So pretty much Karin would be given the okay to stay, and Team 7 will be formed. Now we're gonna go and we're gonna start with them doing missions. Now Hiruzen knows about Naruto, and pretty much he's the prototype part 2, and Hiruzen would not be sending them on cat missions and dumb missions like that. They'll be sent on a little bit more higher missions since Naruto's there and Kakashi's there. So they will be sent on some much more higher missions, not deadly missions, but a little bit higher, more missions, like stop bandits from stealing and stuff, find hideouts and stuff, all that. This is where Hiruzen will be saying that they got a sea mission, and it's pretty much to protect Tazna, the bridge builder, and to pretty much help him get back to the bridge and stuff. Now this is where the AI would tell Naruto that this is not a simple C mission. This is an S mission and higher. And Naruto will be informed and be like, okay. And just pretty much keep quiet. Now this is where, Tazuma comes in and look at the team. And he pretty much see Kakashi. And he'd be like, now I know you can protect me. But what about these 3? How would they protect me? Which he will look at Naruto and see that his arm is metal like Kakashi's, but more unique and shiny, more in depth and stuff. And he'd be like, never mind, maybe that kid can protect me. He has something. He got potential. But what about those 2? Which Sasuke would look at him and be like, are you sure about that? And form his 3 Tomoe Sharingan and be like, okay. But what about her though? Now, this is where Karin would be like, I can heal people. So if you get hurt, I can heal you and other stuff. Which she'd be like, all right. I guess they can protect me. I guess. All right. I accept these people. I'm not, in a way, right? He'd be like, he has nothing else to do. So he accepts those people, right? So as they're leaving and stuff and all that, they're pretty much journeying and stuff. And then this is where the AI will alert Naruto saying that puddle is not really a puddle. And Naruto will be like, yeah, that is true. I noticed too. And this is where Kakashi will also notice as well. And Sasuke as well. But they will pretty much be on guard, just waiting. They will walk past the puddle and stuff. And Naruto will give the puddle a stare down, which the Demon Brothers will be sweating bricks. But, they think he doesn't notice. So they will jump out and start charging. And this is where they'll start charging at Kakashi. But this is where Naruto and Sasuke will intercept them and pretty much, stop them and knock them out. And pretty much tie them up. This is where Sasuke will use a genjutsu on one of them. And pretty much acts, pretty much asks like who hired him and stuff. This is where they explain it was Zabuza and all that. They pretty much kill him, the bridge builder and all that. And there's gonna be Zabuza up in the way just in case if they fail. And Naruto, and they pretty much would get captured, not be killed off or anything. This is where Kakashi would be like, "Oh, so was an S mission, a much higher mission. You lied to us." Which this is where Zabuza will, not Zabuza, Tarzan will pretty much say, "I'm sorry. This was the only way. I don't have a lot of money. I'm just trying, and all that." Which Naruto would be like, "Hey, you're forgiven. I already knew it was a much higher mission, anyways. I didn't want to tell my team and stuff." Which Naruto would pretty much say it was a much higher mission, and he would pretty much agree and says, "We're gonna still do this mission and complete this. Let's do it, right?" Which all of them agree as well, and they continue going. Now, as they're going, this is where the frog will all show up in the mist and all that, and this is where a flying sword will be coming in. This is where Kakashi would tell everybody to duck, except for Naruto. Naruto wouldn't be ducking. Naruto would pretty much, before the sword can even get him, he will grab the sword and pretty much, hold it, and he'll pretty much be like, "Wow, this is a cool sword." Which the AI pretty much will, that his guardian angel AI will pretty much explain to him that the sword has a unique property of it. If you put blood on it, it will repair itself. Which Naruto would be like, "Oh, that's cool." Which Naruto would think, "I think I'm gonna have it as my own." Now, this is where Zabuza would be like, "Huh, kid." Sorry about that. This is where Zabuza would be like, "Huh, kid. You think you can really handle that sword?" Which this is where Naruto would pretty much be like, "Yeah, I think I can." And pretty much Zabuza will pretty much say, "Oh yeah." And he'll pretty much do a hand style to try to shoot a water dragon jutsu at Naruto. Which Kakashi will step in the way and do his own same jutsu as well, having his Sharingan out. Now this is where he would do the same thing, and the water thing will both clash and pretty much cancel out each other. This is where Naruto would charge at Zabuza and pretty much swing the blade and cut Zabuza. Not like a big cut because Zabuza would dodge out the way, but it would cut him a little bit. Now this is where the blade was already damaged and starts repairing itself, and he was like, "Oh wow, it really does. Cool." Now this is where Zabuza would be pretty much outmatched. And I'm gonna say Haku comes a little bit more earlier and pretty much hit Zabuza and, act like he killed him. Now this is where Haku would grab Zabuza and pretty much go. Now this is where Naruto will tell Kakashi that they're working together. And Kakashi will have a feeling about that, and they will continue going to Tazuna house. Now, as they head to Tazuna house, this is where they will start doing their training. Now, the only people who get training is really Ikari. She will get her training because she doesn't know how to do all that stuff. Sasuke and Naruto would know how to wall walk and stuff because the AI will teach Naruto, and Sasuke will already know by Itachi. So it would just be Karin. Now Karin will get taught by Sasuke and Naruto, and they will pretty much be helping her out. Now this is where Naruto will go, go sit down, have a break and stuff, and he'll pretty much just be enjoying the view of the lake and stuff. And this is where Haku will, pretty much appear. Now this is where Naruto knows this is the same Haku and talks to her, and pretty much it's gonna be a her. Is it gonna be a ship? I don't know. Y'all can decide in the comments. I'm just gonna leave her as a her. Now this is where Haku pretty much talked to Naruto and stuff and all that, and Naruto would pretty much talk to Haku, and he pretty much would tell Haku like, "Hey, I know you work with him, and I'm just gonna give you this one warning. I'm gonna give you this first warning. Walk away from this. You and him can walk away from this." Which this is where Haku would be like, "No can do," wherever Zabuza says, Zabuza goes, right? This is where Naruto says, "All right, how about this? If I give back the sword to him, would y'all back off and leave? And I will give y'all, and I will make sure, and maybe y'all can come in the Leaf Village, and get protection because I know y'all on the run." Which Haku would think about this and says, "I would talk to Zabuza about this," and she will go. Now, this is where, We're gonna go to the bridge battle arc, and it's gonna be much different than how it originally ended up in canon. Now, this is where Naruto will end up late because he overslept. Well, no, I lied. He's gonna be with them. Now, this is where everything will happen the same. Naruto and Haku will be pretty. Naruto and Sasuke will pretty much be fighting Haku, while Karin will be protecting Kazuna, and Kakashi will be fighting Zabuza. Now, this is where Naruto will have Zabuza blade, and he will pretty much have his storage in a scroll. Pretty much, will have his storage, you could say. Now, this is where Haku will pretty much be fighting with Sasuke and Naruto, and Haku is having a hard time damaging Naruto because, like I said, Naruto has a shield and he's a prototype ninja. He's a ninja type prototype 2, which the shields come back much more faster and much more stronger. Think of a prime version, you could say. You could say Naruto is pretty much a prime version of a ninja type. Well, not yet, but he's gonna be soon. But pretty much Haku can't really damage Naruto, and Naruto is, trying to destroy the glass mirrors and they keep falling about fast. This is where Sasuke is having a hard time, though, because he is trying to dodge the symbol news because he's not like Naruto. Now, this is where the AI would tell Naruto that he could pretty much share some of his thing and make Sasuke like him. Which Naruto would be like, what do you mean? Well, you are a prototype too. And you pretty much have the genetics to pretty much, give people the same abilities as you and make them like you. Which Naruto would be like, okay. And this is where Naruto will touch Sasuke and be like, this might hurt, might not hurt, but I'm gonna have you like me. And which Sasuke would be like, what do you mean? Which this is where Naruto will give some of the thing, that you could say the technology thing to him, and Sasuke will start, transforming. Now, this is where he will get like the silver arm 2 and all that, and he'll be like a prototype 2. And this is where Sasuke will feel much more power. He'll feel more stronger. He'll feel like more durable. And then this is where the shield will, pretty much cover around him as well. And he will have shields now. Now, this is where Sasuke will activate his Sharingan again and be like, all right, I'm ready. Which, now this is where Haku is in the, oh shit. And this is where Haku will pretty much double the speed now and start using the symbol needles and try to go for the kill. Now, as she's doing that, it's not working as well. And this is where Naruto will grab Haku. Well, pretty much hit Haku with one of his fists and put the flying Raijin mark on a Haku. Now, this is where Haku will be in her glass mirror again, and this is where Naruto will be like, I know which one is the right one. Now shoot that mirror right there. Well, this is where Sasuke would do his hand styles and shoot a fireball jutsu, but a great fireball jutsu at that glass mirror and blow pretty much that portion out. This is where Haku would have to jump out the glass mirror and pretty much get out of there. And the glass mirror domain ice mirror thing will be pretty much over. This is where Haku will pretty much be breathing heavily because she used a lot of chakra and stuff and she's tired. This is where Naruto is pretty much saying, we're not gonna, like, we pretty much got this. Which Kakashi's using the lightning blade is about to go kill, Zabuza. Now, as he's headed to try to kill Zabuza, this is where Haku is about pretty much jumping in the way and takes the blunt hit. Which, this is where Haku will get hit and pretty much fall to the ground. Which Zabuza will pretty much be laughing. Which, this is where Naruto will kick Zabuza in the face and send him flying. Now, this is where Naruto will pretty much go to Haku and he'll pretty much heal her. Like, he'll pretty much give her the same gift too. And this is where Haku will pretty much get healed, but she will have a scar in the middle. Like, I'll say have a scar. Like, think of like a think of it like a scar, but it's not like deep, but it's there. And it would just be the middle of her stomach, you could say. Now, this is where Haku will pretty much be like unconscious, but not awake, but unconscious. She's not dead. And she would pretty much be like Naruto as well, a prototype 2. Now, this is where Naruto yell at Zabuza, says that, basically use the same talk no jutsu, and Zabuza start crying and start like, walking slowly to Haku and start saying, she did care for me, I did care for her. I'm such a fool. Which Naruto smile and be like, I'm glad that you noticed. But she's not dead. I saved her life for you. which Zabuza would thank Naruto, and Naruto pretty much hands Zabuza back his blade and be like, I'm gonna find my own blade soon. I'm gonna find my own weapon soon. I can't be taking other people's weapons. Which Zabuza would thank him, and this is where Gato and his man would come in and be like, alright, time to kill everybody in here. You know, you failed at your job, you suck. It's time to kill everybody. You get what he's saying, right? Now, as that's happening, this is where Naruto will pretty much form the multi-shot clone jutsu, and Sasuke will pretty much say, can I join in too? Which Naruto says, yeah. And Zabuza also says, can I also join in as well? Which Naruto says, of course. And they pretty much run up in that bitch and fuck up all of them. Pretty much they all got fucked up. But pretty much after that, the bridge will be named the Great Naruto Bridge. And, you know, Gato, all his riches and stuff, Naruto will pretty much give it to the village, give it to the people that got their money stolen and stuff. And Naruto will keep some for himself, but he will give the rest to the village and stuff. And, you know, the bridge will be named the Great Naruto Bridge. And Naruto's happy about it. Now, this is where the whole Team 7 will return back, and Zabuza and Haku will return back with them. And pretty much, this is where they report back their mission success and stuff, and explain that Haku and Zabuza wants to join the Leaf Village. And they're pretty much strong ninjas, and I think they would be valuable assets, as Kakashi is saying. Which, Haru's gonna be like, alright, we're gonna put them on a 10-day watch them, see what they do, and if they're fine, they will be full citizens in the Leaf Village, which, you know, that's all good. Now, this is part 1 of What If Naruto was a Warframe. I hope y'all guys like it. We're not going to put a like goal, because like I said, my situation is quite busy and stuff, so we're just going to put 20 likes, alright? We're going to start slow, and we're just going to do 20 likes. And if I get 20 likes, I'll put a part 2 to this. If not that, then we can go for 30 likes, and then y'all can put the what if comment, or what if y'all want me to do, okay? But I'm Keyshawn Chia. Thanks for watching, and peace out.